there.
Welcome, welcome.
It's the Never Ever Meets panel, or Ever Never Mets panel. I'm sorry. I still don't like that name.
This is the dumbest. It's because it's a dumb name.
It's a dumb name.
It's definitely a dumb name.
But as you know, we're Shade in the City. I'm Treese, it's Nels, and we have our wonderful co-host, ReallyBTV, joining us. We are so happy to have you back. Can we just, for a second, well, I'll run the intro first, but you know we got to get your thoughts on last episode since you weren't here. And you know, look, and Aaron said he's gonna be in the chat. So
Aaron not gonna like me today. Aaron ain't gonna like me after this review, but I still love you.
Hey, Jess. But yeah, y'all.
You might not like my question.
What you said? Oh, he never answered your question.
I said he might not like me after my question.
Oh, y'all are terrible. All right, so we're ready to jump into it. So let me go ahead and run this intro, and we'll be back to get into the Never Ever Mets. She's yawning. I'm about to take a drink of water. But I will say, Really B, I feel like the show went so quick because we didn't have you to banter with. I really do. I really did miss you last week.
I did too, because I was like, I know Really B would be like.
I mean, what I heard was you talk a lot. That's what I heard.
No, in a good way, of course.
You would have had some opinions.
Right. So yes, what was your opinion on episode 5?
Well, first of all, I'm glad they sent home Brandon and old girl. And that his name? Wasn't that his name, Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon and Sienna.
Yeah, I'm glad they went home. I thought it made sense once he said he was no longer interested in pursuing. Listen, I was here for that. I felt like that was the right decision, so I was here for that. The relationship expert talking to Sandia and Chris. I mean, not Chris. Sandia. Yeah, Chris. I felt like she was saying the exact same thing that they tried to tell Chris last week. I don't know, but all she was trying to tell that man was, you don't have to agree with her feelings, but you have to validate her. Those are her feelings.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Now let me get to this. I don't really. So let me. Okay. So then we had. Because I watched both episodes. I didn't even watch anyway. I watched them back to back.
Oh, okay.
So some of it's blending in. The Millie argument, did they start? Was the first part of the argument on last week's episode, and then they had
yes.
Okay, so let me talk about this Millie situation, and then I'm gonna get to Aaron. And if Aaron dropped down, you're not gonna like me this week, but I hope we can still be cool. So the whole Millie situation, which I have more to say about it in this week's episode than last week's, but let me just say this: I feel like you can have all the valid points in the world, but you reduce those points the minute you become disrespectful. Okay. The minute she called that man out his name, regardless of how I might personally feel about Chris and his interaction with Sandia, the minute she called that man out of his name, nothing else mattered, right? Because if the situation had been reversed, if he had called her a bitch, right? Mm-hmm. What would the narrative have been? What would the conversation have been?
Mm-hmm. Oh, he's being disrespectful to a black woman.
And all of the women would have jumped on his tail, and including the men. Like, everybody would have jumped on him. And the fact that he was like, yo, I'm not going to argue with a woman. I'm not going to do that.
And she basically called him the B word because of that.
Right. And exactly.
Because he didn't want to argue, and he got up and walked away.
Exactly. And I got to respect Chris for that. And I'm not even mad at Chris for this week when he called her a hoe. Like, at what a slut. I mean, at what point? Yeah. Like, at a certain point, like he said, he was like, yo, you got me out of my character. I tried. I didn't want to.
You got me messed up.
Right. I tried to walk away. And so I'll have more when we get to that. So I'll leave that there. Now, Aaron.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say this.
You ain't. Oh, she didn't tap on the camera. Woo. Okay.
I feel like Aaron is performative. I feel like Aaron was performative last week. I feel like Aaron was performative this week. So last week, here's the thing. You dropped the ball. That's it. That's all. When Diamond wanted you to speak up, you didn't. When Diamond needed you to have her back, you didn't. And when y'all had that conversation, I feel like that was her letting you know, listen, this is who I need. This is the type of protection I need. This is how I need you to have my back. I don't feel like she told you that for you to poke out your chest and go run through the house and be like, arr, 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 arr. Like all of that was so unnecessary and it was so late. Because at that point, I'm side-eyeing you. Like if I'm Diamond, that would piss me off all over again. Because now I would feel like, okay, you don't get it. You're doing this to prove a point rather than hearing what I'm saying and doing better next time. You know what I'm saying? Because now you get mad. Now you riling everybody up over something that really was over at that point. So you got the whole argument started all over again. And now you like, because you're not going to dunk my woman and I'm going to have my woman's back. But you didn't. But you did. You know what I'm saying? So I would listen, if I was Diamond, that thing would have pissed me off all over again. I'd have been like.
So if I was Diamond, you know what would pissed me off or had me confused? What's up with this green and black nail polish?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is this for a team or something? Like I'm confused. Did Diamond paint his nails?
I don't know. I think he came in like I've heard other people mention it, and I've just stayed off.
That's how I'm seeing it.
What'd you say? You can't.
No, this is my first time seeing it. I never seen it.
Oh, I saw the black. I didn't realize one was green until this.
Yes, the ring finger is green.
Yeah. Well, I think he is. I think he is an Eagles fan. I think I saw that on his Instagram.
Okay, and that's they call. That's what I was like. Okay, the green and black is this for a team or something? Like,
I mean, that still doesn't explain why still doesn't explain why his nails were painted. And let's be clear, I'm not putting men in a box. If you want to paint your nails, I honestly don't care. But I mean, it's a question. It's a question.
Just ask the question.
One that I got.
One that you got. Y'all are hilarious.
So that's pretty much my roundup from last week. I mean, when the family came, you know, that whole back and forth. Listen, at the end of the day, first of all, is it me or did Aaron's friend, did he not remind y'all of the actor Wendell Pierce? Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Yes, we met him. Yeah, in person. Yeah.
First of all, I love Wendell Pierce, so I'm jealous that y'all met him.
So first of all, I didn't know that was his real name.
Yeah. What'd you call him, Bunk?
Huh?
What'd you call that man, Bunk?
No. Wasn't that his character's name?
Yeah.
And so okay, that's what I always called him, but I thought that was just his character. When I met him in person, I did not say his name because I didn't know.
I thought Wendell Pierce was his like real name.
No, that is his real name. She didn't know that, so it was funny.
Okay.
She came up to me and was like, "The guy from this."
Yeah, from Waiting to Exhale. I said from Waiting to Exhale. I was like, the guy from Waiting to Exhale was over there.
See, I always remember him from The Wire. That's why I said Bunk. That was his character's name in The Wire. I mean, I love him for so many other things, but when I
didn't even think he was in The Wire.
Oh my gosh!
I never saw The Wire.
Okay, I'm not alone. Yes.
I was too young. My mom was not listening. My mom was not playing that. She was not listening. She didn't want me. Look, my family was already on that. So my mom was like, yeah, what you're not going to do is have this on your TV screen for your little young eyes to be watching.
Well,
you know what? I forget. Number one, I forget how much older
she watched The Wire. She ain't let me watch it.
Yeah, I forgot y'all are babies. So
I am not a baby.
Well, you were too young to watch The Wire.
I was.
And see, I feel like
I was around when it was on. I just wasn't allowed to watch it.
Well, it's on. I'm gonna need y'all to go watch it. It's streaming. I'm gonna need y'all to go watch it.
I'm gonna need y'all to go watch it.
Because I've never seen it, and it's crazy.
I actually during the pandemic, I actually because you know we didn't really have a lot of new TV during the Panorama, so myself and a couple of other YouTubers, we started doing retro reviews.
Mm-hmm.
So The Wire, even though I never finished it, don't none of my people jump in the chat and be like, yeah, where are your Wire reviews? I got sidetracked. But I got to like season 3. But yeah, I went back. So I went back and rewatched it. So I hadn't watched The Wire in years. So like a couple of years ago, I did watch the back and forth. Yes, have y'all seen The Sopranos?
My mom used to watch that too. I ain't see that either.
Now I will say,
See, wait a minute, stop, hold on. Have y'all seen Goodfellas?
The movie?
The movie.
Oh, I saw the movie. Yeah,
you got to jog my memory. What was that one
I
about?
saw the movie Goodfellas. Is there a show
with Joe Pesci? Was the hitman, the mafia, and he was like, "Oh, so I'm funny to me? Oh, so what? I'm funny to you? What, like, ha funny? Oh my god,
that wasn't the Goonies or something? That was
the Goonies." I will not.
She said not today. She said not on my live.
Trees, I keep on telling you, the Goonies has nothing to do with goons, girl.
Okay. Look,
let's just move forward. Let's just go. I cannot with y'all. Anyway, that whole situation with first of all,
funny.
What pissed me off about that whole situation with Diamond, the sister, fake sister, whoever, Aaron, it was so cut up and it was so edited. I was like, I don't know what the hell went on here. Like, one minute they was talking, the sun was out, the next minute they was hugging, it was dark. I don't know. Like, I feel like we missed a lot in that. I don't know. I just feel like we missed a lot with that. But I feel like her sister showed up with the energy of, this man embarrassed you. I know the good, the bad, and the ugly. See, that's why let me tell you something. That was a perfect example of, you have to be careful how you include people in your relationship. Because if all you tell somebody is the bad, or when they piss you off, or when they make you mad. So you got to balance that thing. Do you call her when he send you flowers? Do you call her when he just sends you a good morning text for no reason?
Listen, guess what? If I was her, if I was the sister, I ain't gonna lie. Unless he's sending you a plane ticket, I don't want to hear it. Because it's been how long you ain't met each other in person?
Fine too. Listen, I ain't mad at you because
she said, calm down.
We have beat that horse to death, child. You know how I feel about
Flowers ain't gonna do it at this point, boo.
Right, but I mean, just in general, I used to tell my sister all the time. She would tell me every time her boy, past relationships, it was always when they did something wrong. Then you don't know why I don't like them. Well, I don't like them because you ain't told me nothing nice about them.
I'm still mad at his mother.
Yeah. The only time you call me is when he done pissed you off, or when y'all done broke up and you tell me all the horrible things he did. Well, 2 weeks later, y'all done got back together and I ain't supposed to be mad no more. I'm sorry. That's not how I'm wired. Like, now, if you balance it, because I understand that relationships have ebbs and flows. So if you call me when you mad, but then you call me and say, girl, let me tell you, I came home today and he had already cooked dinner. I mean, he tore the kitchen up, but baby, he made dinner. Like, if you give me the good with the bad, then I can balance myself. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what time done told this woman about him. So
well, I mean, there wasn't much to tell. I mean, he proposed to a whole nother woman. I mean, what is? I mean, I think anybody's sister would feel some type of way. Like, why am I coming to meet this man and he proposed to another woman? Put the ring on social media.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't.
When y'all were supposed to be in a full-blown relationship.
Yeah, I can't be mad at her showing up with a certain level of energy. I'm sorry. I mean, because and Diamond, you got to kind of take some of that on yourself. Like, you have to ask yourself, was I fair? Did I give him a fair shake at this? Because if all this person knows is the bad, I mean, you can't be mad at her for showing up with that energy, because that's how I would have shown up. Real talk. That's the energy I would have had.
That's not even her real sister. He was like,
it don't matter. Sister, girlfriend, best friend, sister, girl, sister. I don't care.
Look, I completely ignored all that mess. That's
what she chose.
What? And we're women. That means that she loves her like a sister.
Right.
So,
because clearly that's what she told production, because when girl in this episode, which we can go ahead and get into this episode, Well, they said it was her best friend. So clearly they don't have a problem saying whether somebody is a family member or a best friend. So for whatever reason, production chose to say sister. I don't know if Diamond said that or if that's just what they wanted to go with. But, you know, okay then. To me, that was a distinction with no difference for me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, we can go on and jump into this week's episode. Child gone.
All right. So Treese missed damn near
15 minutes. I'm sorry.
A quarter of the show. All right.
Right. So, why you don't put it in your DVR and rewind it?
You know what? I didn't think about that. That's smart.
See, I put everything in my DVR because sometimes
I just be watching it live. So if I missed it, I missed it.
I don't watch it live because that way
my live, I can pause, I can rewind, I can do all that. Even if I click on it and it's live, it still starts it from the beginning. I have to say jump to live.
Yeah, I can do it from the beginning. I can go back to the beginning, but I can't fast forward if I'm watching it live.
Oh, you mean past the live part?
I can't fast forward at all.
Oh.
I think that my DVR, when I do, I think mine is the same way. I have to watch the whole thing.
But anyway, Diamond should have invited her daughter instead of Irene. I don't think so. I mean, well, how is her daughter grown? Her daughter's grown though, right?
Yeah, apparently the daughter.
Well, maybe, then maybe so. Maybe her daughter then, maybe her daughter.
Did they show that scene? Because he sent me something and it was a clip of her daughter like interviewing him over the phone.
Oh, I don't know. That might be just something he's saying.
I feel like
Diamond. No, it was an actual clip. It's like an exclusive own clip.
Oh, they probably just had that on the digital. You know, they put stuff on the digital. Yeah.
I feel like Diamond wanted that energy, and that's why she invited Irene, because you knew that they wasn't messing with each other, but you invited her.
I can agree with that. I feel like Diamond wanted. See, and again, I feel like Diamond wanted her to show up and give him that.
Mm-hmm. Because she didn't, and she probably really wanted to, but she didn't.
Yeah, I can agree with that. Okay, so that's pretty much what you missed at the first 10 minutes was just the ending of the argument, really.
It was the end of the argument. Irene, at one point, she was saying that she was ready to go. She
was ready to leave, and it was a whole mess.
So, and Diamond felt like, that he was in a wrong. Diamond felt like, he should have just let her handle it. She was like, I told you I would handle it. Like, she felt like he was in the wrong.
Right.
Diamond, what do you think about him calling her ugly? And what else he say about her? And then she said something about his kids. And I said, wow, this is getting mad. Like, how do we move past this? Right. We're never going to be good. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I always have a problem. Like, to me, I know some people feel like, oh, you can't tell somebody how to fight. But my thing is, you might not be able to tell somebody how to fight, but you got to deal with the repercussions of that. And I feel like calling people out their name, going to people's kids, getting personal, I feel like that takes you to a place, like you said, like, how do we get back from here? How do we get back from here? So I feel like both of them were doing a lot. I feel like both of them were.
And he called her ugly after she started talking about him, though. She was the one doing the low blows first, and then because she started it. She started that, and then when she said something about his kids, I think it was all bets was off.
Yeah, and I think for most people that would be it. Like, you talk about somebody's child, but again, I have to say, Diamond, what did you tell that woman about his kids? Because why would she go there? What does she know? And she shouldn't know anything. You understand?
Wow.
Like, I mean,
that's a great point. I can't come after nothing that I don't have facts on.
Yeah, why would she go to his kids if she don't know nothing about his kids? And the only way she would know anything about his kids is through Diamond.
Or unless they was Facebook friends, and now they not because of the.
Well, but the only way they'd be Facebook friends is through Diamond. See, maybe it's just me, but okay. I'm not trying to be Facebook friends with none of them people. So, I mean, I'm saying, like, if that's like I'm becoming cool with y'all, right? Right. And first of all, I don't even hardly be on Facebook no more, but let's just assume I still gave a damn about Facebook, because I really don't. I would not be going out of my way to become Facebook friends with y'all's significant others. I just, I mean, we can meet, we can hang out, y'all can invite me over for the cookout, we can be cool or whatever, but I don't have no reason to be Facebook friends with them. I just, unless the only, and again, I know now, I'm gonna be fair, when I first got on Facebook, when I was younger, I was friends with every damn body. So I'll be fair about that, but where I am now, I would have no reason. The only way I would ever go out of my way to become Facebook friends with any of you guys' significant others is if there's a bit, like if they're gonna help me get a job and they like, yo, hit me up on Facebook. I'm gonna link you up with a friend. You know, if it's a business
somehow.
Yeah, because we're not friends. And I'm not interested in being your friend. Even if they was trying to hook me up with one of their boys or something. You know what I'm saying? Which, by the way, they can. They can.
Really?
But I mean, if it's a situation like that.
So you know what? You could have hollered at what is it? What somebody said it in the chat. I forgot. They his friend reminded him of Cedric. You could have hooked up with him. Aaron H's friend. Remember, she said, "Put me on one of your friends." She told Aaron it was like episode 1 or 2, and she was like, "Aaron, on one of your friends." You see what one of his friends looked like? I mean, I'm just saying.
Well, Really B already told us her type, and that was
moving on because I look move forward.
From what I understood, that's not her type. So basically, Aaron H, he did apologize. She, you know, she's glad that he apologized, but she feels like, you know, I mean, it is what it is. She feels like it doesn't excuse his behavior, but she does appreciate the fact that, you know, he's taking accountability. Now Safari and Sandia apparently have some sexual tension, which I didn't see at all. I don't see. I'm blind. I can't see. I don't.
Did you call that man Safari?
I always call him Safari.
She, for whatever reason, she says he reminds her.
He looks like Safari, and he gives me Safari energy. He gives me F-boy energy. And we 15 minutes in, he give me fuckboy energy.
What does he also give you? BDE?
What?
Big dick energy?
Safari don't give me no big dick energy.
But he has one.
That's the thing.
He don't give big dick energy. He might have a big dick, but he don't give big dick energy.
Call for his corny behind.
Safari gives goofy nigga energy.
Well, he always been that.
That nigga, he's that's how. Thank you. I can see Safari. Thank you. No, he is ill. No, Safari. Yes. Okay. And then, did y'all see that picture that he posted?
Who, Safari?
Yeah.
I missed it.
I saw that. You know what it is? It's not like, I don't know. Like, I can't get into him. Like, he's not like, okay, yes. He has a big dick, right? He got his clearly he has a big dick. Okay. But
I think that's all he has.
That's exactly it. That's all he got. All he got is a big dick. And he knows it. That's why he took the picture with his shit looking all rolled up in the damn drawers.
Oh yeah, he definitely knows what he's doing. Like he's he's not.
And to me, that's ill. That's no, sir, no. That's so unattractive. That is so unattractive to me. Anyways, all right. So basically, this Safari. Okay, it's pressed to find. He might not be packing like Safari though. He don't give me BD at all. So he's pressed to find a private corner. Even he's trying to tell his little homeboy in the same room. Basically, homie, turn around because me and Cynthia are trying to get it in. I know Cynthia's like, sir, what I'm not about to do is.
I was like, are we back in college? Are we in the dorms? Like, what?
Exactly. That's what it looked like.
I wasn't mad at the guys
in the shower. What's he talking about going in the shower?
And I don't mean no harm, but y'all gonna have to share that damn boom boom room. All of that. Oh, the boom room stay booked. You better get it where you fit in. Like they can't be like we need to be having a house meeting about.
See, that's what I was saying. Oh, you see. She looked up the picture.
Yes, ma'am. Look, I'll deal with it.
It's big, but clearly, like, sir, you're taking the picture. Literally, you're.
Who said it in the chat? It was a thirst trap, Danielle. It was a thirst trap.
I can't do thirst traps. That shit is so unattractive to me. It's unattractive as fuck. Like, why are you a nigga doing a thirst trap?
I wouldn't want my man.
I don't give a fuck if you're my man or a man. Why are you doing a thirst trap? That shit is unattractive. Hell no.
No. My man and my one night stand is totally different. So
I'm okay with men posting thirst
traps. You can't be my one night stand if you're doing thirst traps. That shit is you're a goofball to me. That's some goofball shit to me.
until he starts slinging that thing, making you laugh. For real.
I don't want nothing to do. Listen, look. I don't want nothing to do with that. I don't want nothing to do with that. Okay?
that. Oh, that.
Around here. All right. So basically, then Greg went to go ask Safari basically to go talk to Millie and make up with her. And he knows it's not going to be a positive conversation, but he's like, you know what, out of respect, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna go talk to her. And he was right, because the conversation didn't go nowhere. Millie flipped out on his ass, calling him all types of bitches, and basically told him that he was getting up from the table because he didn't want to be he said he didn't want to be disrespected. He didn't want to be called out of his name, and she called him a bitch because of that. This is what Really B was referring to earlier. Then he went to go tell Greg, basically, yo, I tried to go talk to your girl, and she disrespected me again. Millie followed him.
Okay, this is the part I came in on. Okay.
That's where you came in on.
Yeah. That's why I was like, I'm so confused. What is going on?
So basically, Safari feels like maybe, she's calling him out of his name and being disrespectful because look at me. She's attracted to me. Safari. That was Safari energy.
That was an example of, like, I was with Chris until he said that. I was like, damn it, you ruined it at the end. Because I was 100% team Chris on this situation. Because I feel like, I already kind of said that. I feel like he did everything. He tried to walk away. You doubled down on calling him a bitch. He told you he didn't like that. He told you that he wished that you wouldn't call him out his name. Like, he was very clear in letting you know that he felt disrespected. And I feel like you had no excuse and no real legitimate reason for, like, it was like you were trying. I'm gonna tell you what it was, in my opinion. And this is what, okay, so this is what sort of pissed me off twice, right? So what I feel like it was that Millie was giving him the energy, but now it pissed me off even more because I was like, where were you when Diamond needed you? Like, all that energy you're giving him.
Where were you when I said I loved you?
It took me a second to catch it. But like, that's my whole thing. I feel like that's what Diamond needed from you. And I feel like now you're not angry at him about the situation. You're angry at him because you don't like the way he treats Sandia and you don't like him as a person. So you're going to disrespect him and you're giving him all of that energy because it's really what you want to say to him anyway. So you're using that as your excuse to just kind of come at him, which, number one, that's not fair to him because y'all are talking about something totally different. And now you just throwing all this energy at him because you just don't like him. You think he's disrespectful because that's what she said. Right. You justified talking to him crazy because I just think he's disrespectful and I don't like the way he talks to her. And see, I'm not the kind of women he used to deal with. You can talk to her that way, but you can't talk to me. See, all of that was misplaced anger that you was throwing at him. And what pissed me off, the second part of what pissed me off is you lied. When you regurgitated your version of the story, you lied. You said, well, he wouldn't let me talk. Girl, he sat there and let you talk. He ain't say nothing. He let you go off.
Guess who cleared that shit up though?
Sandia.
Super unexpected. Sandia.
Oh yeah, Sandia. Listen,
Sandia.
I was in shock.
She can stand up for her man, but she can't stand up for herself.
Let me tell you something. I'm just glad she stood up. Okay.
Instead of sitting down.
I am present. Okay. Let me tell you, I am, when I tell you, it was a proud moment. I felt like a proud mama when I saw Sandia actually speak up, open her damn mouth and stand on business because, she wasn't, you know what I mean? She did it in a Sandia way. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that she was like, and there was no laughing because even with, what's that girl named Jody, when she was like trying to kind of tell Jody, she kind of like kind of playing around with it. With Millie, she was like, yeah, like, bitch, no. Like, y'all calling each other out, y'all calling each other names, and like, basically, we don't do that. Okay? Like, don't come for my man. I thought
Miss Wilson says she's not surprised that Sandia spoke up because she's a Haitian woman. I think she mentioned something about that last week.
I am because I feel like she really don't stand up to Safari. She didn't stand up to the other women in the house when they was talking about how, basically we're standing up for you and, you don't got nothing to say right now. So to see her stand up to Millie for going in on her dude, I was like.
I think it's more of, how some women, I'm going to play the advocate. Now.
You always do.
I shut up. I think how women can be like, oh, and not really like, obviously we see her when she's around the other women, she don't really got too much to say, especially when they trying to stick up for her. But when it comes to sticking up for him, absolutely. But I think when it comes to him, like between their personal, she plays a submissive role with him. But to everybody else, and when it comes to defending him and sticking up for him, oh no, I'm gonna stick beside him.
I wouldn't call that submissive because I think you can still be submissive and still stand up for yourself and still speak your mind. I don't know. To me, her with Safari is just hush mouth, completely, totally. Like I don't know. Quiet. You know what? That remind me of the damn back in the day when they used to play the Quiet Storm music.
Quiet storm.
Through my life. Oh.
Yeah, that's okay. My jam. Yeah. I
literally used to just at that certain time turn it on so I could hear the intro.
Me too.
See, Golden said, "Hey y'all, I'm only 20 minutes into the episode. What the hell? Did Millie and Chris know each other before?" That's what I was getting.
That's what it was getting.
Because the fact that he was talking about that she was broke and check your bank account, and I was like, why is it getting so like? Okay, hear me out.
I thought, oh my god.
Right, I understand. I understand calling him a B was, not acceptable. I agree with you completely on that, really B. But the fact that he started to go into like personal things, like her bank account and calling her, a slut, I was just kind of like, wow. Though, I mean, like you said, you can't tell people how to fight, but I just felt like that was really kind of.
Well, I just feel like at that point, he tried to walk away. Well, first of all, he was very calm, and when he felt like she was getting elevated, he told her, "I feel like you're yelling, and I don't want us to go there." I'm not yelling. What you mean? I'm not yelling. And then,
for me, it was like he walked away, and she literally followed him to Greg.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, I don't know what you like. Again, it was weird that he went to her bank account, but I feel like Chris is one of those people that leads with money. I feel like he is one of those people that's like, I have money, I make money. And so I think that's a personality thing with him, not so much like personal to her. Yeah, I think that's just who he is. I think that's how he fights, right? Because he seems like the kind of person that puts value in materialistic things over, over substance.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah. Him calling her a slut, I just think he was trying to find something that would hurt her or would disrespect her as much as he was feeling disrespected. And I think even in that heightened state, he couldn't make himself say bitch, right? I think that's the closest that he could come, that he felt like, that's how I took it. Because again, at that point, I wasn't mad at nothing he came out his mouth with. Because at that point, what more do you want from this man? He tried to walk away, and he walked away, and you doubled down. Like you called him a couple of more bitches because he was walking away. Like, oh, so you just gonna walk away? Oh, you just a bitch. See, that's that bitch behavior. And he was like, yo, she is still called. Like, you could tell he was very bothered by that. So honestly, at that point, when he came out and was like, listen, pull out your bank account, big bank take little bank. And yes. Like at that point, I wasn't even mad about that, because honestly, if he had called her a bag of bitches, I wouldn't have said nothing. I'd have been like,
not a bag of bitches.
In that moment, like somebody will come out with a song and within a year, and it's gonna be like bag of bitches.
Right. I want my money. I
want my check.
Right. I want my cut. But yeah.
Okay.
That's just how I feel about that.
Did anybody else feel like, or I felt like Greg seemed really turned off by Millie's reaction.
I definitely feel like that bothered him. And then that's when she decided to confide in him about her trauma, her sexual trauma. And what irritated me about that was did you hear what she said? Like, did y'all hear what she said? She was like, Well, when I feel unprotected, that is when I become masculine and I take on that masculine role because I feel like I have to protect myself. Greg says to her, well, you got me now. I got you. I don't need no man. I don't need no man. I can take care of myself. You just said you need a man or you want a man. Like I was like, girl, I'm gonna need you to figure this out. Like I need her in some therapy. And I'm not say that. Yeah, I'm not lessening her trauma at all. I don't want to sound like I'm making fun of her trauma. But girl, I need you to get some therapy because you clearly need some.
No, to your point, I was actually just getting ready to say that to piggyback off you. I don't want to speak to her personal journey, but from this particular how she explained it to us, and when we actually see her talk to when they sit down with the therapist later on, she definitely, I don't think she's like doing the work on herself. I think that she's using her excuse, this is how I am because of what I've been through, and using it as a defense mechanism, but she's not doing anything to heal from it. And I'm gonna be honest, this was the first episode where I was like, I don't think Millie and Greg gonna work out.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go for it, girl.
So this is the first time me personally, as a woman, have noticed that I think what guys see, right? Like, you look like this. No, actually, it wasn't even just with her, because I noticed it even with Sienna, right? Where you see this woman who is beautiful, Didn't
he call her ugly too?
Huh?
Didn't he tell Millie she was ugly too?
He might have, child.
Yeah, I think Chris called her ugly too, and I think that's what really set her off.
But you see these women, right? That you look at them and you think that they're soft, right? And then when they open their mouth and they spew all this nasty shit, right? You're like, eh. So if they was turned off, I can completely understand, because I was turned off by Sienna, by Millie. I didn't expect that at all from Millie. Originally I expected from Sienna until I seen it the first time. And I was like, okay, right. But no, I completely understand. And this is why I'm comparing the two. And this is why I'm comparing the two.
Yep. And look, C. Golden said, talking about he didn't give her room to apologize. Girl, were you going to apologize before or after all the bitches?
Right. And that's what I'm saying. She lied. See, when people lie, that...
She didn't even apologize, I don't think. I think she just gave an excuse or a reason why she called him a bitch.
No, she said, well, he didn't give me a chance to apologize. Because I was like, she's just... when she was
I think when she spoke to Sandia, she said, "Oh, well, then I'll apologize." But when she was speaking to him, she told him the reason why she called him.
No, I know, but what I'm saying, when she was confronted about her behavior, she defended it and she lied. She said, "Well, he didn't allow me." She said, "Well, I told him why I called him out his name. He just didn't like what I said." No, it's not about him liking what you said. It's about you respecting what he told you and respecting his boundaries. Yeah, no, you don't have to like what he said. But she did say that. She said, well, he didn't give me a chance to apologize. Because I remember I was like, she is lying. Which to me that says there's a consciousness of guilt, right? You're wrong. Because why would you lie? If you didn't realize or feel like you went too far or you did something wrong, why are you lying? Because I'd be like, I said it and I said it again. And I'll add more to it before I take it back. but the fact that she tried to walk it back, I was like, okay, maybe she realizes she went too far. She did too much. You know what I mean?
Trace, how did you feel about Matthew? Aaron Jimmy's daddy. Okay, so I knew it. I said, if this ain't Teresa's type.
So well, first of all,
and then he got the salsa. I said, oh, that is so Teresa's type right there.
Matthew was
and he's not a bad looking older man. That is so up my alley.
Yo, when I saw him, I said, if that ain't Teresa's type, oh my God.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been like Jody. Aaron, I don't even see you, my dude. Do you see Daddy? Oh Lord.
Listen, but look, I feel like maybe she was feeling Daddy too when they was salsa and all.
I think so too.
Yeah, I feel like I mean, I felt more chemistry between her and his father, and
I
that's
literally have it in my notes.
whole 6 episodes we've been watching this damn show.
Can we
But
ask
I literally have it in my notes.
they're still on the show? Why are they still here? Why are they playing in our face? And I go, okay, shout out to, I believe it was Renita who dropped in our comments last week and said, talked about Jody's trauma. And, you know, and I did, you know, I get it. She's a sexologist. She's taking her power. That's how she takes her power back. That's why she's a man eater. It's a, you know, I get it. However, I am sorry. I don't think she likes this man. I don't care what you tell me about her trauma. I'm just, I can't buy what you're selling. I do believe she has some things with her, but I just don't think she's that into him.
I agree 100%. And I feel like, so as far as the dad, I feel like the dad gave some great advice. If they were in a real relationship, I feel like dad gave great advice. You know, he said, don't be intimidated by the sexologist. You know, she should be able to articulate what she needs. And, you know, I think you good. Like, I feel like daddy gave some good advice, right? Daddy gave some good advice.
Did she really?
Yeah, they left out at the same time.
They left at the same time.
I'd be like, walk me to my car, Dad.
Yeah, I don't believe the relationship at all. I do not.
But
I feel like
platinum too.
I do feel like they're friends, though. I feel like they're friends in real life, but I feel like there's no sexual chemistry at all.
None. And I don't think
like there's any chemistry.
I don't think that she wants there to be, because I understand boundaries, but the fact that he was on a whole nother bed, he just moved a little closer to her, and I think he kissed her on the forehead, and that he's trying to make take little baby steps, and she's just like, she has as many walls as Millie, really. So I'm just like, I don't know. I just don't feel like she's feeling him.
Exactly, Danielle. The connection with his dad, it was natural. Like I think she really was feeling his dad. Like, I really do now. You know,
I think daddy was feeling her too, because he lied talking about everybody else is haters. Sir, you just want her around. You just
let's go back to that. That's why I said, see, I noticed Aaron ain't dropped down today because I had some words for Aaron. Aaron was all in them people's business. That was so out of pocket. That was not his place. He did way too much. He overstepped some bounds. Let them people work out their relationship. That don't have nothing to do with you. Just because you don't like Jody, just because you don't think she's sincere, just because you don't think that it's a good fit, let that man go in there and meet her with a clean slate. You don't know that man. Y'all not friends.
Look, he said, I see him as a son.
And that was offensive. I would have been offended by that. And that's why he asked him, did you hear when he asked, he said, do you feel that way about all the guys in this house or just mine? Because I'm his father. Like, how dare you, a man that you just met my son a week ago, how dare you look at his father and be like, I see him like a son? No, the hell you don't. He's not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was offended that he came at him like that. And then I was sitting there and I was like, I'm gonna tell you how cringy it was for me. I fast forwarded through some of it because I was like, Aaron is doing too much. He's doing way too much. Like, I get it. You don't like Jody. That's fine. But all of that was so unnecessary. I just felt like it was too much. Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Look, she said it was team too much.
Way too much.
He thought he was just helping the young kids, help them get together.
He need to focus on his situation. Talking about Diamond is perfect. Diamond's not perfect. Nobody's perfect.
Well, he didn't say Diamond was perfect. He said she was perfect for him.
Right, but when Chris asked the follow-up question, it said, so there's nothing about Diamond that you like. And he was like, nope, she's perfect. I understood the first part when he said she's perfect for me. I was down for that. That's great. But when Chris asked the follow-up question, I was like, okay, now you playing games. Now, do I think that they are going to make it, and I wish them the best? Yes, but don't be sitting here playing games talking about some she perfect. Ain't nobody perfect, child.
Well, and so you Really B already spoke about the part where Millie reveals to Greg about her trauma and what happened to her and so on, and he sits there and takes it all in. And she says feeling safe is a trigger for her. So yeah.
Is a trigger for her? Is that what she said?
Like when she doesn't feel safe, that's what makes her
Okay.
and I guess what she was saying was the people in the house they don't know her, and they're maybe making judgments or whatever the case may be, and she said that triggers her, and that's why she just is blowing up. But yeah. And then Aaron H has a team meeting with the guys and lets them know that they got enough space to spread out now that they got rid of 2 couples.
So it was more like an intervention,
right? And they were like, Aaron, everybody else sleeping with their lady, but you sitting up in Chris's room farting. Okay, so we need you to go into the room with Jody. And he's like, okay. He's reluctant. He's like, I don't think she's gonna like it. And my whole thing is, even if she wasn't gonna like it, you could have stayed there behind on the other, on the other side of the room. But I get where he's coming. He wanted to. I don't know how many weeks it's been at this point, but he wanted to get closer to her after no type of interaction.
Well, what he said was, we've been dating online for 8 months. So I don't know. I would feel like that's something you're anticipating after dating online for 8 months.
I mean, at the very least. So here's the thing. I understand you fell asleep, the beds were apart. You wake up, the beds are together, and the man in your face. Like, I get being startled by that. However, I didn't understand the extreme response. But again, I'm not, I don't know her trauma. But I felt like that response was a lot. Like he was literally laying next to you when you fell asleep, girl. He just moved the beds 3 inches closer. I don't know.
I mean, I don't want to speak to but I kind of agree with you, really, B. I just kind of didn't.
You know what? It's hard because it's hard to even speak on that because, she's relating it back to her trauma. So it's hard.
Yeah, I agree. And that's why, again, I don't want to speak on her trauma, and I guess maybe I did. So, if I'm being disrespectful to her trauma, then I do take that back. But I do feel like Aaron should have waited till they woke up. First of all, I feel like that was the conversation they needed to have. Like, when she came in there and realized that the whole bed configuration had changed, why didn't y'all have a conversation about it then? Why didn't you lay there and talk and say, so can we cuddle tonight? Is it okay? Like, if you clearly were apprehensive.
Scared as hell to even talk to her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's one thing. He does seem scared of her a little bit. But can I just say, I'm going to play advocate again. In his defense, it seems like nothing he does is right in her eyes, which is, I could understand him being like reluctant or a little hesitant, because every time he tries to do something, she's like, wrong, don't like it. Like, that's why I just feel like she's not into him.
So one of the reasons why I feel like it's hard to speak on this, because she's relating it back to her trauma, right, is because me personally, right, who knows, maybe I do feel like, you know what I mean, I want to get close to you, but maybe I'm playing hard to get, right? So I'm telling you all this bullshit about how my boundaries and all this other shit. And I know, oh, okay, you done moved a little closer. You in my room now. I wake up, you all cuddled up next to me. Now I'm feeling like I'm doing what you want me to do without what I want you to do without me having to say it. Versus her saying the complete opposite. I absolutely don't want this. I don't want this. These are against my boundaries. That's why I'm like, I think from someone who, and I can't say who's never been through that, because even maybe somebody who's never been through that, that could still be their response, right? But the fact she's relating it back to that, I can't speak to that. And I know me personally, I would, if this is somebody I actually like, somebody I'm actually interested in, and you're doing something that I don't have to say it, and I can still play hard to get, then yes, this is what I want you to do. But she's literally pissed off. So I can't say whether you're pissed off because you don't like it, you don't like him, you're pissed off because you're trauma, or you're pissed off because of both.
Yeah.
I don't know, but they need to go. Like I said, if this were my show, it would be an elimination show, and they would be eliminated.
you are off the island.
I would have sent them home. I would have sent them home 2 episodes ago.
You are voted off the islands.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, if I were producing this show, first of all, I'm changing the name. But second of all, I'm okay with I get the premise, but I would probably change the premise a little bit. Instead of it, like it would be long distance couples who've met before. Like this whole they never met thing, I think is a lot. But now it's like time to, you know, how do they say, you know, poop will get off the pot kind of thing.
Yeah.
We've been dating long distance. You know, I've been going to see you. You've been coming to see me. So now we're gonna be in the house for 2 weeks, live together, see what it is, and at the end, almost like like put a ring on it was like at the end. We're gonna make a commitment that one of us is gonna move, and it don't even have to be marriage, but it could just be the commitment. One of us
That's
is committed.
true. What is the end goal for this show?
Right. You know, one is right. You know, we're gonna either commit to this or we realize that this, you know, this ain't gonna work. Like we can't be together. We can't live in a shared space. That would be me. Like, and it would be an elimination thing. Like, it would definitely be an elimination. But I feel like it's time for them to go. Their time has expired. I don't see where this progresses.
Bluebell, it didn't seem like it to me because the dad was making it seem like basically don't be discouraged by the fact that, you know,
that's what you have kids.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, he does. Yeah, he does have a son. He said his son lives in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he a virgin to women.
That's
why she turn away with you?
Because you know it's so funny. It's because you know these YouTube streets be talking, and
you literally while I really be the fact that maybe he's a virgin to women.
Hey!
Oh my god!
He can't be if he has a daughter a son in Atlanta.
Why?
Because somebody had to have a baby.
So they're called beards for a reason.
Do not get us canceled. All right, y'all. So then Jody goes to express to the group about her trauma openly and shares and why she's not comfortable. And then Chris apologizes, and he's all for hearing her, what she has to say, and basically says that they basically pressured Aaron J into basically sharing a room with her, and he apologizes for it. So
they need to go home. They need to be voted off the island.
Yeah, I just don't care. And I'm kind of with you, really, B. At this point, I just want them off.
It's been delivered.
Delivered.
You funny there, yeah. All right, and then we see Taronda and Millie. She takes them to meet. Was it Dr. Allie?
Dr. Allie.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And they want to talk about her expectations.
Why did this scene aggravate me?
With Millie?
Yes. She's speaking on her trauma, and she's already told him, so it's not like it's new information to him, right? And then when he tries to speak about his trauma, she's like we here to talk about me, like fuck his trauma. I'm like, girl.
I thought I was the only one that picked up on that. I was like, she was very much like, here we are. I was talking about me, and now he wants to bring up his trauma. I said, damn, girl. I think he's trying to relate.
You're not the one with trauma, bro.
Right. And I think he was doing it as a way to open up to her, to let her know, hey.
Yes, exactly.
I don't think he was
to relate to her.
Yeah.
Look, Lenny, aka Greg, Lenny. If y'all, I already told you I think he look a little like Lenny Kravitz, like a young Lenny Kravitz. I'm just saying. He could, look, really B's like, no. I think he looks like a young Lenny Kravitz, put him in some.
Yeah. I do not. Millie just aggravated me this episode. She just.
You reminded me of the crazy chick we just got rid of. Like, I feel like she stepped right into her shoes.
Sienna. Yep.
Yeah, like, girl, what is wrong?
Only Sienna would have called him a bitch.
Well, she called him a bitch.
She ain't called her man a bitch.
Yeah,
she ain't called her man a bitch.
One. She called the other dude one.
You know when her man is trying to be vulnerable and open up, Sienna likes to call her man a bitch.
Right, that's true.
So
yeah. So it looks like next week we're gonna finally get some drama between Shay and Josh. So we'll see.
Yeah, because I thought they was good. They seem like
everybody got to take a turn, child. Everybody got to.
I guess so, because she stayed wrapped up in that blanket. They look like they only come out the room to eat for real.
She making up for 13 years of lost time.
Well, I guess so. Or maybe
look, they live.
I would have needed some tests done or something first, because 13 years you done had a kid on me, all types. I need some tests done.
They might have done all of that before they got there. I don't know. That might be one of the things they did. Or I'm sure there's some prophylactics around. You know, for all these reality shows they keep, like in the Big Brother house and all the different, they keep prophylactics, child.
Prophylactics. But yeah, so no, that was pretty much. I mean, yeah. They said, babe, what did she say? Dr. Ali said something really good, but said basically they're both traumatized people who are,
and they don't know how to help each other with their trauma.
Yeah,
and I agree with
therapy.
I think the problem is I think Greg's actually trying to help her. She don't want no help, and she don't know how to accept no help.
That part.
I definitely feel like Greg.
We're trying to get pregnant.
Shay. Allegedly.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Then he said the next baby I have, or the only other baby I want, is with you. And she was all buttered up and good after that. And they've been good. And like I said, we don't ever see them come out the room unless they eating for real or they doing an activity, which gives me the vibe that they in there baby making.
I need you to go to his hometown. I need you to go see I need you to go speak with everybody before you get pregnant by this man.
You need to meet that baby and the baby mama. See, I don't believe that.
And hold on. I heard the baby mama is a roommate. I heard the baby mama was his roommate.
But is that still the roommate?
They're not still together. They're not still living together, are they?
Hell no.
First of all, you can't go from the roommate to the baby mama and still be the roommate. That's absolute. That's a fuck no. That's a hell fuck no.
Hell no.
No. Look, really.
What if they want to raise their kids under the same roof?
Hell no. No.
It can't be the same roof for my man.
Right. That's how they got the first baby. They were and then that's how he said they got the first baby, because they was roommates. I don't believe that. I believe that was his girlfriend all along and she got pregnant. I don't believe that was his roommate.
So that's what I'm saying. Exactly. So why would she move out? Unless they broke up.
Right. And again, I can't be mad at her because hell, they was together. You was dating this girl long distance for 13 years and didn't even see her. So I can't even be mad that he was getting it from other places. I mean, I'm not even mad about that. Like I said, they was pinned.
I mean, listen, you get it from other places, but why are you busting in bitches? Like, that's OD.
That's a whole nother level of disrespect. That's Martell disrespect.
That's
Well, next week I'm gonna have a lot to say because I've definitely been waiting for this. I've been waiting for because I feel like they're giving each person an episode, right? So I've been waiting for their episode. So I'm here for it. I'm gonna be here for it. Let me see next week. Yeah, I'll be here next week. I think the week.
Yeah. Oh, I won't be.
You won't be here on Tuesday? I mean, why the hell I said Friday? Jesus Christ. Oh, and I won't be here the week after.
Yeah, and you'll be gone the week after. Yeah, we all taking turns. So you and really be holding down for me. I'll be in Mexico.
All right, girl. Be in your Mexico, honey.
Mexico.
So we have to do the thumbnail and stuff because you got the whole thingamabob for the thumbnail and everything.
I'll send it to you early.
Yeah, because I can set up the link.
And then just send it to Nels.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all. So thank you for tuning in to our Never Ever Mets recap. We appreciate y'all. If you haven't already, please make sure you've hit that like button.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you're subscribed to
And hit
Shade,
the notification bell.
as well as the Really Be TV. All right, y'all, and the Really Be TV reviews. Have you hit your 1,000 yet, girl?
Girl, no. I didn't think it would take this. Look, I got 17,000 subscribers. Why is it taking so long to get to 1,000? Like, I don't understand.
Look, I feel the same way.
We know the struggle, Really Be. We know the struggle.
Look, y'all, like we tell all of our viewers, y'all know, if y'all know 25 people and they know 25 people and they know 25 people, just share, okay? Just share.
I'm at like,
I think you're at 9, at least 9 now, right?
I'm at 8 something. I think 7 something. I'm close. I'm like within 200 subscribers.
No, you're
close. Last
time I checked, you were like at 890 something. Like, that's why I feel like you might be.
Yeah, I know I'm less than 200 away. So I'm close. And I have the watch time hour, so I'm close. Where are y'all?
850.
Girl, I don't understand. We're gonna get y'all to 1,000. Child, I can't get myself. We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna look at what. Let me get to the top of the mountain and I'm gonna come back and get y'all. I'm gonna come back.
All right. We appreciate you. We appreciate you.
We gotta get y'all to 1,000. We gotta get you monetized before power.
Yes, absolutely. And that's like 2-3 weeks.
Look. Trees might come back from vacation.
Oh, now here he comes.
We might be on a whole nother look, we done started after dark, all types of mess. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. There he go. Now he want to drop down. Aaron, I have some words.
Ending it now, Aaron.
I'm gonna have to go back.
Aaron,
and watch
you came all late. We had
you all late, Aaron.
But hey, how you doing?
Oh.
Hey, how you doing? I hope you had a good week, all that good stuff. Because I got to get ready to go over to my channel and talk about Diddy, so I can't.
Oh, okay. Well, look, I'm gonna be over in there in your chat.
Child, I got the newest lawsuit. I said, hey.
It's another one after the model girl.
It's another one that was just filed yesterday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be over there on your channel. Well, all right, y'all. We love y'all. We will catch Chanel.
Happy holiday weekend, y'all.
Next weekend, and I'll be tuning in. If I can be in the chat. I don't know.
Well, you better enjoy Mexico. Don't be worried about us.
I let y'all know. I try dip in and out. But anyway, we love y'all. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Good night.